This morning on DC News Now, we do have some freeze warnings and frost advisories out there, mainly north and west of the district. And these locations are where we are noticing those temperatures starting off in the 20s, even low to mid 30s at this hour. So a cold start. More details what you can expect for the rest of that Tuesday coming up.
Also coming up this morning, just weeks after rumors spread that Spotsylvania County Schools may eliminate school libraries, the district board is hearing new solutions to their budget shortfall. A look at the latest proposal coming up.
Plus, people living in D.C., they are speaking out after a group of teens went on a 9-hour crime spree this past weekend. What they are demanding to stop the violence from happening all over again.
And policing from the air. The new approach Hagerstown police are taking to crack down on reckless dirt bike riders.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, hey there. Thanks so much for joining us for Hour 2 of DC News Now this Tuesday morning. It is 6 o'clock. Thank you so much for being here. I just said that a second ago. I'm Joseph Olmo in for Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to start you off with a live look outside this morning. Look at that. It's like a purpley color sky, Jackie, but it is cold.
Yeah, it is a cold start out there, but we're getting closer towards sunrise. Sunrise officially at 6:18 this morning in the district, and we're taking a live view of the Washington Monument with that lavender color behind it as we're getting closer towards that sunrise. But we do have some freeze warnings and frost advisory to talk about. Those are mainly north and west of the district, though. Those freeze warnings, these are the locations where temperatures could be sliding back into the upper 20s. We are noticing a few spots already seeing that, especially back out towards Woodstock. But those frost advisories, this is where those temperatures will drop at or below 35 degrees, and that's the reason why those frost advisories have been issued. And that's for parts of certain counties. So we're talking parts of Montgomery County, parts of Loudoun County, Prince William, as well as the southern part of Fauquier County. And again, that goes until 8 a.m. this morning. Those current temperatures were into the upper 20s to low 30s from Martinsburg, Winchester, Woodstock, and Luray. We're into low 40s, Leesburg and Manassas. We're right at 44 in D.C. Frederick, you're coming in right at 34. Seeing a subtle breeze mainly out of the northwest, and guess what? That's making it feel a little bit colder. So those wind chills are into the upper 20s to 30s for much of the region. Now, satellite radar is mainly clear, but as we get towards later on today, a few more clouds. We'll see highs into the 60s. More details coming up. Shanika's here with another check of the roadways. How's traffic right now?
All right, well, we're starting to see some problems coming in. Heads up if you're in Brandywine, 301 heading north. That's right near Shortcut Road. Do watch for a crash there. Now we're in Northern Virginia. This is the inner and outer loop right near GW Parkway. You're looking great. You might have a crash in that area right between the Beltway and 123. Then Gainesville. This is off Ballsford Road right near 234. This is off of 66. Do watch for delays there as well. But the rest of your Beltway is looking good and on time.
Your time right now is 6:02 on this Tuesday morning.
Yeah, taking a look at your Know and Go headlines this morning. First up, the Spotsylvania School Board. This is in Virginia. They met last night to address their budget shortfall. The superintendent, you might remember a couple weeks ago, suggested getting rid of libraries to save money on their budget. Well, now leaders are calling for job cuts in the district instead.
In Fairfax County Public Schools, attempting to curb the opioid epidemic, officials and police gave out Narcan and taught parents how to properly administer it. This comes as overdose numbers continue to rise in the county for people under the age of 17.
And today, President Biden is expected to announce his 2024 bid to stay in the White House, and we are expecting that announcement to come in the form of a pre-recorded video. However, a recent poll by the Associated Press found that only 26% of Americans actually want President Biden to give it another go. And last up, several children in Montgomery County, they are recovering this morning after a school bus crashed yesterday. It was driving kids to Fairland Elementary School when it crashed on Old Columbia Pike. 4 kids and an adult were taken to the hospital. Thankfully, this morning, we're learning that they are expected to be okay. Montgomery County Police, they are still investigating what led up to the crash.
And a former Charles County substitute teacher is being charged with multiple sex crimes with students. Police say this happened at General Smallwood Middle School in Indian Head. Now, officials say 26-year-old Malcolm Fluellen had inappropriate physical contact with students. Police say he sent inappropriate text and social media messages as well. Fluellen is facing multiple charges, including sexual abuse of a minor. And new video this morning showing the suspects DC police are searching for after a recent burglary at the wharf. Officers say the suspect seen in the video went into a store along Water Street Southwest at about 3 o'clock on Sunday. Once they were inside, they pulled out a hammer, smashed the glass cases, and took off with items from inside of that store. Police are offering a reward of up to $1,000 for information that leads to an arrest. And as crime skyrockets across the district, some D.C. residents are looking to make a difference for kids.
Yeah, so residents in Ward 1, which includes some pretty big neighborhoods like Columbia Heights, Adams Morgan, they are taking a serious look at violence and, more importantly, preventing it from happening, especially when it comes to teenagers. Just yesterday, there was a meeting on how the district is working to prevent and intervene in crime across the city. Members from a program called Cure the Streets, we'll have more on that in a second, they spoke at the meeting. It's a violence interruption program, Cure the Streets, and they're turning a lot of their focus to D.C. youth.
We have to have more social and emotional learning opportunities where our message is in front of the young people that we're supporting. We are seeing our victims and our perpetrators at younger and younger ages.
Yeah, so the meeting happened just one day after 3 teenagers were arrested after going on a 9-hour crime spree on Sunday morning. Well, as for this group that I just mentioned a second ago, Cure the Streets, it specifically looks at gun crime. It was launched by the D.C. Office of the Attorney General, and early, preliminary data suggests that their approach to treating violence is actually working.
Your time right now is coming up on 6:06 this morning. The Spotsylvania School Board is still working to address millions of dollars in budget deficit. Now, the previous solution proposed by Superintendent Mark Taylor included eliminating all school libraries. Now, as of last night's meeting, that is no longer on the table, and several staff positions are now on the chopping block. Our Lex Warris is in the newsroom this morning to lay this all out for us. Lex, good morning.
Good morning, Tanaya. Well, yeah, the school board was initially working with a $21 million deficit. Now they're saying they only need $16 million. And the proposed cuts that are now on the table are going to hit special education particularly hard. So taking a look at that proposal, the staffing cuts include removing 15 special education teachers assistants and 5 special education speech pathologists. Additionally, it's proposed to cut 23 other elementary school teachers assistants, 2 elementary school instructional specialists, and 2 school district psychologists or social workers. The school board is also looking at cutting maintenance costs in half and eliminating some custodian jobs and cutting and or freezing vacant positions within the school system. Now, while these options were more popular than that original proposal that would have eliminated libraries, school board members are stressing the importance of keeping existing positions, especially when they directly affect students.
Our students need educators in the classroom before we need grant writers. I mean, we've been doing without them. Before we need a change to the pay system. I feel like that is not necessary.
Well, the school board will be meeting again next week, and that meeting is set for Monday at 5:30. That's when we do expect the school board to make a final decision on what they will be cutting. In the newsroom, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
I think it's all our responsibility as a community to inform ourselves and be prepared in whatever way we can.
And parents are reacting to Fairfax County Schools handing out free Narcan in an attempt to curb the opioid crisis. Health officials, educators, and police are addressing the issue. The superintendent of schools says it's time to get real about the problem.
They are getting real indeed. There were conversations about how to actually use the life-saving drug as overdose numbers continue to climb. Let's just use numbers to tell the story here, guys. Back in 2019, right before the pandemic, there were 0 non-fatal overdoses for people 17 and under. That number jumped to 10 in 2020, the first year of the pandemic, 12 to 21, 27 last year, and already this year there's been 11 non-fatal overdoses. Parents say they are happy the school is getting involved as the epidemic has taken more and more lives each year.
It might not be my kid. It might not even be my neighbor's kid. It might be a kid I've never met at a soccer field. I don't know. But the more people that we have involved and aware, the better off for the whole community.
Yeah, the school community says they want to solve this issue as soon as possible because of the trauma students have experienced, literally watching their peers leave schools in ambulances.
And multiple health departments in Northern Virginia will start giving out Narcan for free over the coming weeks. Now, if you are interested, take note of these dates. Several different health departments are having kickoff events for the medication. The first one will be today at the Caroline Health Department in Milford, Virginia. On Thursday, the King George Health Department starts their free distribution. On May 1st, you can visit the Stafford Health Department. On May 3rd, you can go to the Fredericksburg Health Department, and May 5th, the Spotsylvania Health Department will have it available. All right, well, the College Board says changes are coming to the framework of its AP African American Studies course. Now, this comes after they were criticized for removing topics like Black Lives Matter, slavery reparations, and queer life. The changes will happen over the next few months. It is not clear what the changes are or when they'll be made public.
All right, well, meantime, on Capitol Hill, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, he is planning to bring the Republicans' debt limit bill to the floor this week. That bill needs the support from every single Republican in the House in order to pass. McCarthy says he is confident the House will pass his plan to keep paying the nation's bills when he brings it to the floor for a vote later this week. The bill, called the Limit, Save, Grow Act, would raise the debt limit by $1.5 trillion through March of next year. That'll be in exchange for $4.5 trillion in spending cuts. He says the measure is meant to pressure President Biden and Democrats to come to the table and negotiate, but the White House might not be buying into it.
That piece of legislation is cruel. And so they need to really make sure that we don't go into default, and that's what they're asking to do.
The House Rules Committee meets up today to mark up the Republicans' bill, which means a floor vote could come as early as tomorrow.